Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 9, episode 1, premiere episode. I finally got a chance to watch it yesterday. It started off with the reenactment of Karen's drunk driving case, where Karen ran into that tree, and it was a sorority tree, and then they started showing how it was all over the blogs and newspapers and stuff. And then the next thing you know, they showed the scene switched to where Gizelle was talking to Ashley on the phone, and she said, "Ashley, did you hear about what happened to Karen? Did you hear what happened to Karen?" She said, "Yeah." I was shocked and surprised that happened to Karen. I was saying, "I hope Karen was okay." That was the first thing I thought about. Giselle said, "That was the first thing I thought about too." And then after I found out Karen was okay, I said, "Well, Karen, what's going on?" And she said, Karen didn't want to answer the phone. Karen didn't want to talk to people at first. She said, "Well, I'm gonna go over there now and see exactly how Karen is doing, because I haven't heard from Karen in a while." She said, "Okay." I was just surprised, so they hung up the phone. Next thing you know, Giselle showed up, and she told Ray. She said, "Ray, I'm taking Karen." He said, "Okay." She said, "I'm driving, not Karen." He said, "Okay, y'all just be safe." And then went out in the car, and she was driving. She said, "Karen." The first thing I thought about when I heard about it, I said, "Is Karen okay? Is Karen all right?" I said, and then when I found out that you was actually okay and you was all right, I was saying, "This is nothing. What's going on with Karen?" I couldn't find out what's going on with Karen. Karen was telling Giselle, "Well, I got a lot. I had a lot going on. A lot of stuff was going on in my life. And there's certain things that I can't talk about right now. I can't talk about right now." And Giselle said, "Well, okay." And then got to the restaurant, and so they got to the restaurant. They ate breakfast, and then the guy said, "I know what you want. You want the Karen special." And Giselle said, "What's the Karen special?" He said, "Karen comes up in here and she wants the Karen special. She wants, I think it's 2 eggs and bacon, whatever it is." But anyway, after the waiter left, they got to talking, and she said, "Like I said, Karen, this is not the Karen that I know. The Karen that I know is always got herself together. She's never doing this." So I said, "Something has to be wrong. Something has to be wrong." She said, "Well, Giselle, there was a lot of things going on in my life, especially the situation with me and Ray, and then my parents passing away and all that." And so that kind of took a toll on me. Like I said, I can't really talk about the situation now. I can't really talk about the situation now. And she said, "Okay." She said, "Okay, Karen." She said, "When I'm able to talk about it, I'll tell people." She said, "Oh, okay, Karen." She said, "Karen, I know your big day is coming up." She said, "What?" "Yeah, your big day. I know your birthday is coming up." She said, "I want to plan a birthday party for you, a hat birthday party." She said, "Oh, a hat birthday party." She said, "Oh, that would be nice. That would be fine." She said, "I'm thinking about inviting Ashley. I'm thinking about inviting Ashley and some of the other ladies and stuff like that." She said, "I know I'm going to invite Ashley and Wendy and even Mia." She said, "Okay." She said, "But would you mind inviting Stacy?" She said, "I really do like Stacy. I met Stacy at an event a long time ago." Jess said, "Well, I'll ask Stacy." And she said, "What about the other lady, the new lady, Jazz? And you would you?" She said, "I think about inviting her." And she said, "What about?" And she said, "Okay, you gotta think about it. I'll add them." And so switch to the next scene. uh, was was Karen meeting up with her friend Gwen, and she told her friend, she said that Gwen had been on the show before, and they showed what Gwen was at some kind of event that Karen had in 2021. I said, I really didn't pay too much attention to that woman. I just thought she was a stand-in or something. And so they met at the shop, and they supposed to be shopping. She said, Karen, are you all right? Everything all right? She said, yeah, I'm all right. She said, I just want you to come here and help me pick out some dresses for my event. You're not supposed to be getting an award. She said, oh yeah, I heard about that, Karen. Let's go pick out some dresses. She said, yeah, I got another girl coming. She said, oh, you got another girl coming? She said, yeah, Stacy. She said, you know Stacy. Stacy was at our event that time. She said, oh yeah, I remember her. So Stacy walked in, and Stacy said, how you doing? And they got to greeting and hugging one another and stuff like that. And then she said, let's go try on some dresses. And she said, yeah. And then she went and tried on a dress. And she came back and said, ooh, you like this one? They said, no, not that one. And then she went back and she came out. And then Karen looked at her hand and she said, Stacy, where's your ring? She said, where's your ring? Last time we met, you were married. Stacy said, well, me and my husband, we have been separated for over a year now. But see, I didn't want to let everybody know or tell anybody or let anybody know, because we have a little bitty girl named I think her name Arabella, and I'm trying to keep everything on the down low from Arabella, because I don't want to hear certain things and stuff like they say, and then when she went to the back of the room to change into a third dress. Vivian said, yeah, I noticed that too, Karen, but I didn't want to say nothing that one while not having a ring and stuff. And Karen said, ooh, yeah, because last time I heard that she had the ring on, they were so happy. And then it switched to the last scene, everybody was coming to the hat party. And I think Ashley was the first one showed up and said, ooh, I got a gift basket. And Gizelle said, a gift basket? She said, yeah, I got all kind of nice gift stuff that Karen can wear, like perfume and clothes and bathroom stuff. But I also got in this basket a Uber gift card. So anytime she want to get some rides, she said, ooh, actually I was thinking about doing the same thing, but getting Karen some Uber gift cards, rides, so she could ride Uber whenever she wants to. She said, yeah, they all started coming in, and everybody started hugging and greeting one another and sitting down and stuff like that. And then Wendy came in with her little stuff, and then they all sat down at the table. And then so she said, Karen, we here to celebrate you and your birthday and stuff like that. And all the girls here, and Karen said, the reason why I came here and I'm sitting at the head table, I want to find out how all you girls feel about what happened to me and my accident and what I did and what's going through. And then so Gizelle said, Karen, like I said, I'm glad that you're okay. I'm glad that you didn't get hurt. I'm glad nobody else didn't get hurt. But like I said, we were all wondering what was going on with you, Karen. We've never seen you like this, Karen. And then she said, this is my second, they said, this is your second offense. She said, well, like I said, I had stuff going on with my family and problems with me and Ray and stuff like that. And so right before they came, Jacqueline said that she talked to Karen, and Karen sounded a little drunk and tipsy. But Jacqueline said, Mia, why'd you say that? He said, but you did tell me on the phone, Jacqueline, so that's why I brought it out. And so they brought it out, and then Stacy came around, and she said, yeah, let's all have a drink. And they all had their different hats on and stuff. And Gizelle was giving the girls the hat of what she thought they would be like. And she gave Ashley a big old hat, because Ashley was the one who took them down to Texas, and they had a good time down there at the drag queen race and stuff. And then she gave Karen her hat for being the grand dame and stuff like that. And then Stacey said, oh, can we drink in front of you, because we having champagne. And then Gizelle said, well, yes, the guy who was doing the play already said that they don't sell alcoholic drinks out here. It's non-alcoholic. And what you call it looked kind of funny at Stacy, Karen, and then after that the show went out. Like I said, all in all, it's still a good show. And like I said, I read a couple of tweets, and I'll put that in the video. But it's one tweet that I really like. I can't remember the tweeter's name, but she was saying, "I'm not saying the show is not good. The show is good, but it seems like something's missing." And then another person said, "Well, you could tell that the show is still good, but you could tell without Candace and without Candace and Robin, there's a different." And so it's like a 50-50 split. Some people want Candace and Robin back, and some people say the show is better without Candace and Robin. But from what I see from episode 1, you could tell there's a big difference. So I'm gonna review episode 2 maybe Thursday, and I'll make a final decision then. That's all I have for this video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out.